Hey there. I've got another very interesting old discontinued Wenger to show you from Dave Arnold's very large collection of Wengers. This is a Wenger Micro Technician, also I believe known as a Minotaur. But what makes this knife special is that it has a special array of tools for working on watches. Tools made by Bergion, an old line Swiss company. I believe they're over a couple hundred years old, and they've always been associated with watch making and watch tools. But anyway, it comes in the original box here, and here's the knife. To me it looks unused, maybe just some handling marks. I'm really not sure about the age of these knives. Of course all Wenger knives are discontinued. Victorinox does not have any model like this. I have seen this tool configuration with the Evo scales, the contoured Wenger scales, so that would indicate, they were made for a little longer up close to the end of Wenger, I guess. I think the easiest way to look at this knife would be to show the standard tools first and then show you the tools that are specific for working on watches. So on the back here we have a corkscrew and the Wenger style awl. And those are the only back tools. The scale tools, we do have tweezers and a toothpick. Good grief. Here we go. Wenger's little, inboard or in-facing tools there. On top, there's the standard Wenger blade. And then over here we have the Wenger style screwdriver, cap lifter, wire stripper. I think those are the only standard tools, and everything else is for working on watches. Now, I'm not real familiar with working on watches. I won't pretend to be. So I may be stumbling through this a little bit, but here, let's give it a go. So the first tool is, I believe, a caseback tool. This is a tool that's got a pretty fine beveled edge designed to pop off the backs of watches. It's not as sharp as a blade, so you don't risk cutting yourself badly. The next tool really kind of goes to the heart of the knife. What it is, it's just simply a handle for all the drivers that reside in this plastic carrier here. So it slips off this post. It's a little knurled handle with a split end. So we're going to set that aside for now and move on. The next tool is a magnifying glass, which would be very handy for working with small parts. There's a scale in millimeters, which again would be very handy for working on watches. For instance, how far apart are those lugs? Do I need to order a 18 millimeter band, a 20 millimeter band, a 22 millimeter band, that type of thing. At the end here is a little fork, which is a spring bar tool. So this allows you to get in between the watch case and the band and push in your spring bars to change your bands if you'd like. And then here's the case that carries a variety of drivers. This side's not completely full. I don't know if these tools are missing or they just didn't come, fully loaded up. This side is full. This first tool, I'm not really sure what that is. It's super fine. It's almost like a wire. I'm not going to try to pull that out. Not being my knife, I don't want to bend it. And also have this band-aid on my finger, which makes everything clumsy. But let's get this tool out. And I believe this is just a blunt pin pusher. So again, like if your watch had drilled lugs and you could push the pins this way, you could use this tool. This would fit into the handle like this. Because it's just a pusher, you don't turn with it, it doesn't need to lock in there. Let's put this back. Bear with me. There we go. And on the other side, we have another long tool here. This is a file, looks like. Yeah, a rat tail file, which would come in really handy. And the rest of the tools here, they look to be a combination of drivers. You've got a very small flathead driver there, a Phillips driver there, another flathead here, and this it looks to be like a little forked tool, again, maybe like for a spring bar or something like that. Let's get one of these out, because these have to turn something, so they have to lock into the handle. They do that with these fins here that fit into the slots, so like that. Then it won't twist in the handle. Let's put this back. All right. There we go. Close this back up. I'll put the handle back on. Close it up. And just one last tool, and it's a file with a little flathead screwdriver at the end. So this may be more of a common tool here, but it's a carbon steel file. It's filed on this side. It's smooth on this side, which is nice because that's the side that could rub the blade and you don't want it scratching it. So there's a old discontinued Wenger Micro Technician, perhaps also called Minotaur, with Bergeon watch working tools. How cool is that? Thanks for watching, and have fun collecting.